Hello everyone, Switch Double here. This is another update of my channel, and I had recently discovered something that it might surprise you all. But if you haven't received any response on my your comments lately, well, that is for one case I have actually don't know what caused it from the beginning, but I can inform you all. I can't see any comments of any of my videos. And you may ask why? Well, the short is that I can actually see that people had left a comment. But when I go to comment section, it is completely empty. When I go to one, for example, it says there is no comments. But when I go to the recently video that I made only a few days ago, well, that I uploaded a few days ago, that's the only video so far that I can see comments on. I thought this must have been something after I put the setting on my channel to be on kid friendly. So, but I actually didn't pay that much attention to it because I had no idea about it until sometimes after. I thought maybe this could have been on the settings. So, and you may ask if I would just go back and reset it. Well, that's the thing. I don't even remember how or even what I did. So I went back to the comments of the part of the settings on my channel and looked through it clearly and closely. But unfortunately, I didn't find any sources where I could have made these new changes. So I can't tell for sure how this even worked. But there is one thing though that seems very much odd to me, that I use the classic version of YouTube. That's the most site the time I use on YouTube. When I try to read the comments on classic one, no, doesn't even work. But if I go to the beta studio version, that is the only time when I can see the comments and when I can comment. That is just really strange. I don't even know how this even worked in the first place. I mean, if I have to say though that leaving a comment and I had to and later respond, and I just go to the classic version of YouTube, and I always do. But now, lately, I have been unable to do that. Well, to see any comments, which was, to me, was quite odd. When I tried to look at some of the comments, okay, I thought maybe this must have been something wrong. I must, I thought maybe, the first minute when I told my girlfriend about this, she thought this could not have been because of YouTube's new settings of until for the new policy they had demanded of Copa recently. But that is not the case because that function won't happen until January the 1st, 2020. So that is not in that case because they would have announced that much earlier if they would disable that function, which they haven't yet. So the only logic that could have been is that I must have put this setting on my channel by some accident. And I tried to go back to the settings, tried to figure out how to, um, I mean, try to find a way to any, well, try to figure out how to work it out. But unfortunately, I have much idea how that even happened in the first place. Because basically, nothing else I cannot say. There isn't much I can do. I have been on my standard settings on my channel is allow every comments. But after that, I might have to take a look more closely again. Try to figure out how this even happened in the first place. But if wasn't my fault, maybe there is something on YouTube that is has been messing up, or there could be something a new something in the coding in the other websites programming. I don't know, because I have no idea if this hasn't much same effect on other channels, because I have no idea. But even if there was, then I probably wouldn't be the only one who has it. But if I'm the only one who has this problem, then I don't know what to do. I could go to YouTube's help center, but I'm not so sure if they would be unable to understand my question, or if they would be unable to help me with the problem. But if they haven't figured out that, going to the help center would be the last resort of efforts if I would have to make my comment sections be working again. But until then, I will try fix this problem on my own. But if I can't, I probably have to go to this help center, because I cannot ask my father for help, because he doesn't even use YouTube, or hasn't he doesn't even have an account, so he cannot help me on this problem. So, but yeah, basically that is all I have been up to do have been happening. If you have received any comments from me back on yours, and yeah, and lately I will also mention that I will likely not be working on much love stories and true love stories as such lately. Well, to be true, I have been feeling a little bit um how to describe it, more ill, better word. I'm not entirely sick or not in a fever or anything. I'm just feeling of tiring emotion in my body, mostly part. But I'm used to it. I mean, 29 years, and but yeah. And in from that focus, when I don't want to focus much on love stories, I will be focused mostly to complete some other stories that I have been put on hold for quite some time, like Tempest Journey and Sakura's Past, and a few others. And since I didn't get any much response from my challenge video that I made for 5 days ago, that was the last chance to be making, I will now decide which pair who will be the mother and the daughter for Discord Secret Daughters story. And for those stories that could have been ended up for the challenge that the winner can choose from, that is no longer possible for anyone to choose from. Since no one did actually take part of the challenge, so I decide who will be the parent for the mother and which story to be on. I'm sorry if no one didn't want to take part of the challenge, because I couldn't force anyone to do it. They was only willingly on their own. But like many others YouTubers who have made their big challenge, but yeah, probably not as much. So this could have been the end of any challenges on my channel for the future. So yeah, that's all I want to say in this particular video. And this as well, as always, keep safe, but mostly, this is Switch W over and out.